Tactics in EAFC matter more than ever in August, and I am going to explain why. The first formation we have is the 4-4-1-1. These tactics belong to the world champion, arguably the greatest player of all times, Manu Bashor. Now, as you can see, he was playing a 4-4-1-1, and if you have been watching my channel since the start of this game, I have always told you this is the best formation in the game. So Manu uses his cam as a shadow striker, alright, striker as an advanced forward. One of the CMs is box to box, the other one is holding box to box balance. One of the wingers is set as winger balance, the other one is inside forward. Now fullbacks are balanced balance, keeper is set to sweeper keeper, all right, and his line is high. I have used these tactics a lot. They are great tactics, but remember, tactics are different for everyone. If I play a certain tactic, it might not be the same for you. Hence, this tactic did not suit my playstyle. Why? Because I prefer playing with my cam set to playmaker. I know that's not very popular, but the way I play, that is very good for me. I prefer playmaker because the cam isn't necessarily playing as a makeshift second striker. At times, he's strictly playing as a cam. This is why I prefer playmaker. But shadow striker is good as well, because then the cam will give you runs. He will almost play as a center forward or a second striker as well if required. This is why it gives you some versatility in attack, but I prefer playmaker. Now for the CMs, I prefer deep lying build up. Why? Deep lying build up because it gives you the ability to recycle. I'm not saying either of the tactic is bad. I'm just saying tactics are personal. For me, this tactic is better, and I think you should use the 4-4-1-1. Whatever tactics you play, you should use a formation such as 4-4-1-1, 4-4-2 right now to prepare yourself for FC26. More on that later. Now, inside forward is really good, but I'm switching both of my LM and RM back to winger. Alright, why? Now, when they are set to winger, I'm strictly playing a 4-4-1-1 formation even in attack. As you can see, when I switch it over to with ball, I am strictly playing a 4-4-1-1 formation. Now with this formation, I can improve my build up. I have to pass the ball in triangles. I can fix my basics before the next game comes out and strictly focus on playing football and building fundamentals. For your depth, I personally run 95-90 depth. However, now I have switched it back to balanced. Why balanced, guys? Because in FC26, there will be no auto offside traps, alright? So you want to adjust the game before others. This is why you should play 50, but if you really want that 15-0, want results in this game, play 70 or 90. I am playing 90 because I feel like players don't have an answer to 90 depth in online matches. So this is how I would line up the 4-4-1-1. But again, if you really want it meta-esque for FC25, inside forward, one winger, alright? One can be deep lying build up, the other one can be box to box, and with playmaker, switch it over to shadow striker. Like I said, this is what I am playing right now. It depends on your goals. I am suggesting you should play it like this, so you are ahead of the other players in the next game. I really like this 4-4-2 variation. I'm going to be using it when FC26 comes out on release. Guys, one striker advanced forward support. Now, advanced forward support, guys, this is really good. If you're playing any formation with two strikers, I recommend setting one advanced forward support, the other one as advanced forward. Now, what this does is it gives you the ability to actually move the ball rather than having players away from the midfield. When you're playing the 4-4-2, the issue you face is that your strikers are sitting next to the opponent's center back, right? It is very hard to reach your strikers if you play advanced forward attack on both. Now, when you play support, they give you more runs, they are more flexible, and one of them can be on the back line for that late through ball. Now, for the CMs, if you don't have a cam, I prefer playing both on box to box. Again, I'm using inside forward for the 4-4-2, but again, here you can also use winger on both. Same reasoning as 4-4-1-1. I just want to maintain the shape of the formation, or one inside forward, the other one winger. Fullbacks are going to be balanced, goalkeeper, sweeper, keeper. This 4-4-2, it is so manual in attack. It is so satisfying to score goals in this formation. It is insane. But again, you have to remember, you need to time your through balls. If you're not timing your through balls, you are going to struggle. Again, with depth, I was using 95, but now I am adjusting to 50 depth. I use short passing in the 4-4-2. Why short passing? Because this formation, You need to build up. If you force your weight through the middle without a cam, you're going to lose the ball in the midfield. If you lose the ball in the midfield, you are going to concede easy goals. That is why I always recommend going out in the wings, then coming into the midfield rather than doing it the opposite way. Now, if you want to end the season on a high, you need to learn this broken defending technique that world champion was using in the World Cup. Check this video out here.